This card's not. This card's okay, I guess. Yeah, this card's probably fine. I could see. I could see taking Sir Eleonora. I'll take this. I'll take this Eleonora. I haven't drafted blue-white a ton. I've taken the red card. Fine. I'm just gonna take the red card. This card's pretty strong. It's a knight. Kind of want to take Drawn into Lock. Card's pretty strong. You could take Silver Flame Squire too. Take So Tiny. Kind of a tough pick. Silver Flame Squire leaves me a bit more open, but the card's kind of not that great. I'm going to take Drawn into Lock, see where that takes me. Kind of have to commit. I like this dude in blue-black. Alright, it's fine. I guess I don't have to commit. I could just take Unexplained Vision. Card's fine. Bluster Fox is fine. Useful Knight's pretty good. The Late Tactician. Like we're going to be playing white. Only Useful Knight. I was going to take Flutter Fox. Not the greatest card, but I'm definitely playing white. I'm not sure what my second color is going to be, and none of these cards are especially exciting. Seven Dwarfs could be good. I'm not going to play any of these cards, I don't think so. I guess it'll be blue-black. F2 decks. Mediocre white red and kind of good cards, but very few. Here also. I'm feeling pretty good about Richmond. I think I'll be okay in draft, and standard, who knows. Multi-buff mono red's your favorite archetype? Mean fanny pack. Yeah, I've never had more than 3 or 4 dwarves. I haven't had the pleasure of having 6 or 7. I've never seen anyone with 7. Maybe someone on Facebook or on Twitter posted. I think Reed had a deck where he had 6. I don't remember seeing many more than 6 though. I have to also take care of my invoice for CFB before I leave. Wow, this pack's bad. I guess the trebuchet is pretty good in the white red, right? Not exactly what dreams are made of. First picking a trebuchet. I could take red cap too. I wonder if red cap's better than trebuchet. I don't have great synergies. I guess it's an artifact for Flutterfox too. Could go all in trebuchet. This card has been kind of medium, honestly. It's good when you have the double strike guy. I want to just take another trebuchet. There's a Weasel. I missed a Weasel. Weasel's pretty mediocre. Not a huge fan. Banner. I don't think Banner is very good when you're 2 colors. Honestly, not sure what the pick is. Soul H Reef Soul. Let's take this dude. I don't know. Oh, no. Oh my god. Well, I guess Banner it is. That's crazy. Trapped in the Tower. I don't even like that card that much, but maybe I'm crazy for not liking that card. Kind of want to take. I guess this is not a knight, yeah. Take Trapped in the Tower. Tactician. Gingerbrute. Gingerbrute Flutterfox. Either that or Diag, and Diag's not very good in my deck. Not sure what you think about the Ginger Brute, honestly. This deck's pretty bad. I'm not sure I got in the right colors, honestly. Also, taking that over Shieldbreaker, I kind of got punished a bit. Could I still be mono white or blue white? Maybe still be blue white. Now, red cards are really bad. And this guy's okay, but I mean, prize gripping is fine too. I'd take that just in case. That's not even good, right? I mean, hey Team Kasseg, I'm doing good. I will not tell you what I'm playing in Standard though. That alt pick was kind of sketchy. Maybe I should have just taken the Griffin. Alright, looks like I'm just gonna play a white red. This deck is just incredibly mediocre. Did I watch any of the Japanese GP? Just a tiny bit. I saw the deck lists. The results were pretty underwhelming. Just all food decks, except for like Giant Killer's Odyssey, absurd and much better than like Barrage or, yeah. Mystical Dispute is 23 cents? There's no way. Blue-White Dirtle in Standard, the guy who got in the finals of the GP was Blue-White. Second Path Lighter. I think Second Path Lighter is probably better than... I mean, I don't have that many, but just like Tactician being a free 4 flying is kind of a big deal. Hoping to get more. Also 2/2 flyer for free is decent in an aggressive deck. Redcap now is pretty good. That's a nice one. Wish I had a second one. Actually, this card has been pretty bad for me, honestly. I don't think I've killed an artifact yet with it, and I've played it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Both GP top 8s had a blue-white control deck in them? Alright, bye-bye 7 dwarves. Need some playables. Could have picked up my... I don't know, how many... I'm not familiar with the 7 dwarves math. I mean, obviously I've played the solo 7 dwarves before in a deck where I needed a playable, but... maybe third dwarves was better than second trapped in the tower. Trapped in the tower is Flutterfox, though. That seems kind of good. Redcap Raider. Second Seer Eleonora. That's pretty good. It's probably better than the Griffin. I have 7. I mean, free outflank is a lot, but I do have a lot of creatures as well, so why not? It's gonna be interesting. Outflank can be better than trapped. Yeah, I agree. I want to play with trapped in the tower more though. I want to see if it if you get boned a lot or... That's what you get for playing a blue-white control deck in Standard. People are going to play poorly against you. How many plains, how many mountains? Probably have to play 9 plains, 8 mountains. I don't think I can go 7 mountains if I want to play a Weasel back in the cheap drops and stuff. Probably just cut 2 out flank. Wow, that deck is really bad. Banner, I haven't played the banner much. Seems really bad to me in a 2-color deck. I don't even have the gold cards. It is good with Flutterfox. It's pretty fast clock. Also, my creatures are super split. Cut Paladin. Paladin is alright. I mean, I could play 2 7 dwarves. Could just cut Griffin and Paladin or something. Maybe play 16 lands. It is a knight with my trebuchet too. I have 0 mana sinks, right? I didn't get a... wow. I don't want to need to play 10-7. It's close. I'll do 9-8. Oh, this deck is... I might just drop if I lose round 1 with this deck and draft again. I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to get 2 full drafts in. I want to go to bed at my plan. It's almost midnight. My plan is to try and go to bed round 2, get 3 hours of sleep, and then wake up. This way, 3 hours of sleep, you know, you're kind of functional in the morning. It's funny, I've been kind of doing that, and I saw on Twitter the other day, I think it was Jess Estefan someone was asking for tips, or she was getting tips away for traveling. That sleep a bit, but that, you know, you're not too exhausted, but, you know, you don't sleep too much, so you still get a bit of sleep on the plane. I honestly think like getting a full night of sleep just before getting on the flight is fine as well. I'm on the draw. Is this hand? I think I have to mulligan. Giant Killer is one of my best cards though. Giant Killer is absurd. 5 lands is so many. I don't know if that was a reasonable mulligan, honestly. I don't know what I was hoping for. This deck's just so bad, but... if you get a full night's sleep, you know, worst case you get to watch a bunch of movies and stuff. Lyserg has really traumatized you, Adam. Lyserg is kind of a bully. He feels very empowered. Oof. That card's just not beatable in draft, right? Yeah. Oh, I have Giant Killer in hand. Easy. Chop Suey. I don't know, if you don't have some kind of removal for it that works, doesn't seem like that card's very beatable if you play it on turn 3. It hits so hard and you can't really like kill it in combat. Hey Kanister, what's up, buds? When are you leaving for the PT? I think Trebuchet is like more damage. Leave Wednesday. Watching me as my draft prep. I had a pretty good, shouldn't help you. I like you. I had some pretty good sessions yesterday if you want to check these VODs. I had like I had some interesting drafts. I had like a draft where I first picked Dance of Demands. That was pretty interesting. Zing! Honestly, if the pack's not great, I might first pick Dance of Demands. I've heard good things, and if you think about it, I mean, the eggs are not super easy to get, but it's like the ultimate splash card. You pick up 1 or 2 eggs, you just splash it. Even if you're not blue-white, you get to splash it. I ended up with Doom Foretold too. I ended up with Doom Foretold and Gadwick, and we were casting our cards with the 2/4 Scarecrow. That was like the sweetest draft by far. We actually went 6-0 in games too, which may be why it was especially sweet. This is just a clowning. Solid cloning. Yeah. No, but the other people have said Dance of Demands was good. Honestly, our deck was full of filler, but it did have like Doom Foretold and Gadwick. Especially Gadwick. Yeah, maybe I won't first pick Dance of Demands, but if I think it's like kind of cool. Pretty good card overall. Let's see. I can just dump my hand. Are they just dead on board? They're probably just dead on board, right? Gonna have to start sacking Oh, this stops abilities too. Well, they're not messing around. They are padding that life total. Usually don't want to trade down 3/2 for a 1 free, but yeah. Try and draft a better deck than that at the PT Kanister. That's my suggestion. Can we implement the Kanister chat rule? Ban talk gets you banned. I'm for free speech. I'm not a tyrant like Kanister. You think this deck is busted? Well, okay, maybe. I think it's solid. I was not super excited. Maybe it's better than I think it is. Alright, I'm not gonna go down to 5, I think. I'm just gonna hope I draw a bunch of lands. It's really hard to win a game of Magic was when you start was 5 cards and your opening starts with 7. Mount. Alright, I'll accept. Hey Andrew. Back open is color screwed as well. Gotta save that 1 damage. That card's gonna be pretty good, right? At some point, they have 3 eggs in play. They played around it. Making sure it's strictly better than food. How they were sandbagging the giant skewer. Damn. I think I keep my giant killer against the green deck. Hopefully that Pathlighter survives. It's a good one. Giant Skewer is not that bad, honestly. The one time I had to play that card, it was good for me. It wasn't amazing, but it did stuff. It definitely helped me win a game or two. Alright, time to kill some giants. The sandbag did again. Keep owning me. I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot to, well, I had forgotten. I wonder if I was supposed to save that. Wait, did I forget to deal 1 damage? I think I did. Not sure I'm playing this game great. Alright, I can kill their knight. That's a sick combo. That's pretty sweet. I think this is fine, not great. If they have a pump spell, I'm just never winning this game in a million years anyway, so I'm gonna play around that, I guess. Alright, they get a food. I forgot what that card does. Yeah, I mean this is getting pretty rough. Rougher by the minute. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be attacking like that every turn. So you have a 4-2 haste that I have to tab down. And then I have Tactician to block their 4-2 and Griffin to block their 3-3. That means their Curious Pair gets through. I have to tab the Curious Pair guy. I have too many things. I might just scoop, honestly. Do you have your Simic deck ready for the MC? Played Simic last tournament. Didn't go so well, so I don't know, man. Only got 4th in a pretty weak field. I was a bit underwhelmed. I think Goose and Oko is pretty overrated, honestly. Can we turn this? You know what? You're right. Plus CV scoop. Bunch of Curious Pair, bunch of 1-freeze. The upside is they don't have a ton of removal. If my Path Ladder sticks, I think I'm in good shape. I think that card's like okay against them. Kind of feel like Weapon Rack might be okay. Outflank seems underwhelming. Oh. Oh, troll. I got excited. I thought it was 1,000-player raid. Alright, let's try to keep 7 cards. Pretty medium 7-card hand, but I'll keep. That's what happens when we draft a medium deck. You always have medium opening hand. I'm not even sure what a good opening hand would look like with this deck. How are you hosting with free viewers? Alright, that's nice. Damn. Can't believe they blocked. They must be ghosting. Only possible explanation. The most obvious outflank in the history of outflanks. They might still double block because it's just like, you know, they're losing 2 curious spares, so they don't care that much. I might be in decent shape. I can kill their dude. That's second mountain or a land. It's any land. Nice. Kill their dude. Hit for 7. Guess I don't have to kill that. Trebuchet would be a good draw here. Yeah. They're stuck on free lands. It's kind of close, honestly. It's 2 damage now. It means they don't get to. This is really tough. Problem is, even if they don't have land, they're just so likely to just play something else next turn. Alright, I think this is too bad. I need to do a trapped in a tower. Trapped in a tower. Or trebuchet. So you build a bird of gold. Damn. So brutal. It's pretty aggressive, honestly. Seems like a bad attack. Trading 4 damage for 3 damage. Clearly they're the control deck. Kind of tilting. But I mean, that's the problem with my deck. I have like no mana sinks. They're just chum blocking when they're at 12. Opponent's not playing super well. I don't think it's gonna matter because I'm just flooding. It must attack. I just don't know what cards do. Okay, fair. Well, sorry, opponent. You're playing just fine. I guess we're gonna win. That's really a bad chum block, though. I mean, obviously, if they have to attack, but still that chum block was bad. Oh, an actual real raid. I was getting troll raid. Mr. Metronome. Thanks for the raid. We're struggling here. This game should be okay, but we were run 1 RO draft. Welcome everyone. Mr. Metronome, you mostly stream limited, right? Maybe that's why you're raiding the stream. In part. A legit raid. Yeah, I was getting trolled by the usual suspects. The 1 viewer hosts. Thanks, bud. So they can gain 6, go up to 8. They're still dead. Zealots. I've never had zealot is tricky word. Sinner zealot. Thanks for the Twitch frame, bud. Thanks for the support all these months. You're one of the very first to like watch the stream too. I wouldn't be even shocked if you're one of the founders. Probably not, but could be. Well, I'm in round 2, and I'm definitely going to do at least one more draft. For those of you interested in the draft portion, mostly. But I'm probably not going to have time to finish the second draft. Yeah, opener was pretty screwed there. Nothing they could have done. Even if they don't chum block that one turn, it saves them maybe like 2 or 3 damage, but I don't think it makes a difference. Couple drafts, get 2 or 3 hours of sleep, wake up, airport, 20-hour trip. How'd the draft go? Pretty bad, honestly. I think my deck's pretty mediocre, but maybe not. I have too many fillers. Like, outflank is fine, but I don't know. I have some synergies. I'll see. I'd be happy it was a 2-1. I guess I don't have any rares either, right? That's usually pretty good in limited. I do have 2 of these and 2 tactician, but I'm not sure that's gonna be enough against some good decks. I could force a trade here. I don't hate it. I don't have a ton. I have like 2 trap in the tower, 2 trebuchet. Maybe I should hold it back. Box aside. My deck is incredible. All right. Alright, Kanister keeps saying my deck is great. I think he's just trying to trick me. A little misdirection before the PT. Not very nice, Kanister. Tradesies? Might as well, right? I guess having creatures in play is nice with outflank. I just have +2/+. I'm just. Yeah, that was. I don't know why I did that. Don't ask. Do not ask. How hyped am I for the MC? I like testing. I like hanging out with friends. I like streaming. The MC is, it's business. It's serious and it's stressful. I'm gonna try to just take it. I'll be happy once I'm there. I'm not right now. I'm looking forward to 20 hours of travel, so that part's not very hype. I don't know. Let's see. I guess I'll keep my brute. Wow. I'm not gonna win this game. It braked? So it can be the Centaur Courser. Alright, I'm just gonna cast that. I have Red Cat Melee. I don't have that many expensive cards. I think I have 1 4-mana card and 1 or 2 5-mana cards. Ooh. Someone has a trick. Someone has a trick. What am I supposed to sack? I think these are my 2 double white cards. I'll still sack a mountain. I have a double red card, but it costs 5. That was a big turn for me. Alright, I'm ahead. I'm way ahead. Does the business side of the MC has any impact on your delight to play the format? So you can blank out the fact that OK is on fun. Honestly, I haven't played a lot of standard, but I enjoy playing the OK decks in testing. I think they're fun to play. There's, some games where you can't do much, but I think the closed games are really interesting. And I don't think it's a surprise that there's a lot of small decisions. I don't think it's a surprise that, I don't even know. I guess there's a lot of good players. If I use my outflank, probably use it before all my creatures die. I don't know, I think people are just... I still don't get all the complaints, honestly. I didn't want to say anything on Twitter because I was on vacation. I was not playing standard, and I was like, okay, maybe I haven't had to play much standard lately, and if that's the way people... Also, I guess if that's the way people feel, you're not going to tell people how they should feel. I've enjoyed that. I don't know. I enjoy these. I don't think standard is bad. I think the OK decks are fun to play. I think the other decks are fun to play, and they're like competitive. Maybe they're not all great decks, but yeah, Blue-Eyed cultivated both GPs. Shoda kind of innovated with his take on food, playing this mobilized district and Ethergas main deck, etc. Teamer Reclamation is pretty good, and might not be in its final form or perfectly tuned. Outland seems kind of incredible in this matchup. What's bad in this matchup? Red Cap Praetor is not the best on the draw. Trapped in the Tower is... They could have like Shepherd of Flogged. Like, thing is with Trapped in the Tower, if you play Trapped in the Tower and they play Fairy Godmother, you just lose the game. And I'm bringing in 2 outflanks, so I don't want to board out creatures. Is Puppet a card against beatdown decks? Oh, it's all pretty bad. I guess he bring in 7 dwarves. I think this is good though. How did I test for standard? Watching people play, keeping up my teammates are playing. I played a bit on Arena today. I played the Mox this weekend. I did my best for you and the Guillaumes. I forget who you are. Did you do well in the GP this weekend? Damn. So I'm gonna lose to Kanister at the PT. I'm gonna play Trapped in the Tower, and he's gonna pump it with Fairy Guide Mother. Canister just said, whoa, I actually learned something from your stream. Never realized Fairy Guide Mother counters Trapped in the Tower. Ah, the shade. Oh man. Oh well, I'll take it. Ah ouais, c'est Florian, ok. Yeah, I think these decks like Blue-White Teamer, they get much worse against good players. Or even like when people have have had time to think about the matchup. Or maybe play it once, you know, and then figure stuff out, and then you play it again and you do much better. But you have a pretty big edge when people, especially in a GP, when you don't have open deck lists. That's the other thing. You get open deck lists at the PT, so there's no, you know, there's if someone's playing a stock Oko deck and someone's playing like blue-white control or Temur Rec, you get to know exactly what's in their deck, so you lose the advantage of having the rogue deck. So this is a pretty big deal. Am I okay trading Outflank for Lost Legion? I think I am. You could also play Trebuchet. I guess I don't want to play a Shieldbreaker because of Pathfinder in hand. This is kind of awkward. I guess I just play Pathfinder and take 4. Kind of set up. Thing is, if I play Trebuchet and they attack, I'm not gonna block, so... And they're so likely to have a trick. I need to draw a second planes. Bien joué, Florian, en tout cas. Florian got made top 8 with blue-white control in GP Lyon. He was the French player who hooked me up with the Nexus of Fate deck. Could they have double trick? I love playing my spells before attacking.
I heard Oko is good in limited too.
I wouldn't know. Never got it, never played against it. I'm sure it's fine. Delistrat, thanks for the 7 months. Much appreciated. That's a pretty good turn for me. That's gonna kill that now while they're tapped out. I have 2 cards in hand. I don't think I want to trade, I'll just say go. Shieldbreaker's so freaking good. This is the first draft where I get to kill stuff with Shieldbreaker, I think. We've killed some pretty legit cards too. I thought Shieldbreaker was going to be really good. That was kind of whatever for me in my first few drafts, but you know, being pretty good here. All right. Well, I'm wanting to believe I ran that. All right. So that's 5. And hopefully this works out. I don't think I can get screwed too badly here. First strike damage, outflank. +2/+2 doesn't do it. Can never beat that card. GG. Well, I guess I guess trapped in the towers back in. Yeah, I'm just gonna chump and sack, honestly. I think that's better use of my Ginger Brute. Trapped in the tower. You're back in. Trapped in the tower is also pretty good against weapon rack. If they invest a bunch of... If they invest a weapon rack activation and get trapped in the tower. Why, they're not attacking. I don't know why you wouldn't attack there. I'll take it. Yeah, he played 0 game mode or 2 games, I agree, but you know, after 1 game... I didn't see any scary creatures either, right? In game 1, I think. It's 3 mana for indestructible, so if I draw a removal spell, if I draw an outflank, and they don't have 6 mana, I can block with my 2 on first strike and then outflank in response to them giving them indestructible. What they could do though is like give it indestructible before attacking. That could be a play they could make. I don't even know what to do here. But ready to scoop, honestly. I'm not gonna scoop. I don't think I can win. I don't think I can beat that card. You get nervous the night before the PT. Not really. Especially now that they make you submit deck lists on the Wednesday, so deck list submitted. I get a bit nervous the morning off. There's that giant killer in my deck, but I was still pretty far behind even if I do giant killer. Gingerbread's kind of bad. If I didn't have 2 Fluster Fox, I'd probably not play Gingerbread. I zap a bunch of 2/1s for drawn more outflanks. I mean, all these cards are pretty good. Don't love the 1-drops, but they're pretty okay. I get nervous and I decklist argue. I'm not even sure it's nervous. I just like indecisive. And what about my first Pro Tour? I honestly don't remember how I felt before my first PT. Hey Harry. Harry was the nonsense. How many 4-power creature have they played? They played the 4/2. What else did they play? They played the 4/3. That's a lot. Alright, I'm not gonna play it. I started being super chill before the tournaments after I got the MPL contract. Can't figure out why. Yeah, I was like pretty chill going into the arena tournament, but now that I got points and that I might make it into Worlds in the MPL, the pressure is kind of on. Trying not to think about it. Trying to be like, you know, plus other people trying to make it from the challenger points are like Sperling and Levy and LSV and I'm not sure who else, but you know, so if it's not me, it might be them. Also, if I don't make it in the MPL, I won't have to travel as much. I'll get to spend more time with Liz and streaming, so that's good too. They just play Tactician or Paladin? I guess it could have +2/+2 on tap, but then I kill it with Giant Killer. Just tap it. Do you miss teaming with the Canadians? Not really. I'm happy with my team. I mean, I like hanging out with them, you know. I like them all, you know, it was fun, but do I miss like online testing with them? Not especially. This card is gonna be hard to beat, right? You're 8 points behind me, Oliver. Yeah. Dude, you weren't watching yesterday, were you, Oliver? There was kind of an absurd end to the mocks yesterday. I'll tell you in a second. Alright, how am I supposed to beat that card? So if I attack, they're taking 1 and I'm losing 1, basically, right? I should just tap it to the radar. I guess that's the play. Oh, you can't tap a human, right? They're both humans. So listen to that, Oliver. Kind of directly affects you too. I felt bad. I was 6-1. I get paired against UMAD Bro. He's 7-0. He offers a split. At first I'm confused. I'm like, sure, we can split. I thought we were both 6-1 and he just wanted to split and no matter, you know. And then I realized someone tells me he's 7-0, so he's expecting me to like concede so that he gets the extra set and we can split the set. So I start thinking about it, and then I check the leader points to make sure I don't really need the points because I have so few. And then obviously I see he's doing pretty well, and I see my friends are doing pretty well. So I'm like, maybe I should just play for my friends, you know, like screw the equity of splitting, and you know. So I think about it, and then I think about it, and then I have like 18 minutes left on my clock. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just split. You know, if it's a mirror match and I start 7 minutes behind, it's really bad. So, you know, but I felt pretty bad about it, you know, because like someone I know might get passed by him. Like he might make it anyways, you know. And then, so not only that, but the set is worth so few ticks that I think the equity of us splitting, despite the fact he got that extra set, was like neutral. So I basically made no money by splitting. Because like we got less packs, but we got that set, but the set is like worth 120 ticks. Also, I learned that there's weird rules for like last round. You're allowed to, what I should have done, and I didn't know I could, I should have asked for all his prizes. Apparently, when you're paired in the last round of a Magic Online tournament, you're allowed to split however you want as long as it's the prizes from the tournament and that you're not adding extra cash or anything, you know, or tickets or whatever. So had I known that, I would have been, well, this guy obviously really wants the points. So I should have been like, I want all your packs and the sets, and you could have the win. I'm not sure he would have accepted though. I'm not sure. I mean, the free points are like so important for him. He gets like 3 extra leaderboard points and he gets to make it in a MOX. Sorry for those who have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way, and like are very lost right now, but I had to tell that story. Alright, back to the game. So basically, I sold my friends for like $5 equity, and it turned out that $5 equity was not even like $5. It might have been like minus EV for us to split. So, you know, if you ever get edged out by UMAD Bro by 1 or 2 points, it's possible it was my fault. Let's see. Should I even cast the Shield Breaker, honestly? Oh, that was bad. God, how am all my dudes humans? Alright, I played that. I forgot, you know, this guy actually has an ability. I'm gonna get punished. Never punished. Gee, I think I might win this game though. Tab their 2 dudes. Attack was everything. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is important. Because if I mess that up, I'm going to lose. Well, I probably shouldn't attack with the 2 power guys. Maybe I need to save that dude. Maybe I just tab the 3-4, attack. Then I can block. Probably the play. It might start trump blocking. Maybe I should just ping. Maybe pinging's just better. But then I just tapped, so that feels bad. Well, I'll suck it up. Sometimes you have to accept, you know, you don't want to just feel pot committed. Exactly, Spongy. Now that you tapped your attack, no, that's not how it works. You reevaluate. Wow, second opponent in a row that plays that card. Or was that the same player? Ooh, Shieldbreaker. Oh, dude, Shieldbreaker really has been sick this draft.
Normally.
Who's playing? Like playing with Frenzy. It's pretty sweet. Battle display. Can't be that complicated, right? Alright. I'm assuming I can pretty easily kill them next turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 13. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, I'll just say go. Trapped in the tower. Can I do anything about that? Oh. I think I still have them dead on board though. No, I think I'm one short actually. I'd have them dead on board if I had played my fly last turn. I guess if I draw a non-human, I think this might do it actually. Might be Xaxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, hopefully my math is correct. Quick math. Ding, 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 ding. I was a bit worried when they play that Revenge of the Ravens. Surcar was completely absurd this game. It's the nuts in these decks too. Like when you dump your hand, it's like all these cards are always better in aggressive decks. Because you like dump your hand and you can use it way more efficiently. Kind of like a mana sink. Flood-proof beds. I guess you'd never play Giant Killer on turn 1 just for the damage. Everyone has high power creatures. Or maybe not the blue deck. Ugh, this stuff. They didn't play a mailed guy on turn 1 though. Also, if I just played after the Pathfinder, it's the 2/3, so there's that. Mono blue. Why do I always feel like they have the sprite there? This is pretty tricky. I was gonna cast it. 2 power. Need to get some damage in. The mail freelance, that's kind of nice. If the game goes long. This game obviously is looking pretty grim. Hey, Piero. I'll hold on to my land. They could be splashing black for... Could have Reaper of Night. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I didn't see a single True Love skips in the draft. I'm not even sure I passed one. It could still win. Seems pretty unlikely. If they ever cast a card drawing spell, they might just have Into the Story, honestly. Oh, they have Castle Ventress in play. I thought it was Mystic Sanctuary. I guess I'll keep playing a bit just to see what they have. They kept 2 on top. Well. Did discard 2 on top again. Maybe I'll play it out and just not play another card. Just to see what they have. And these shield breakers are gonna be nice. I mean, that is the one card that can maybe help me win the game if it actually resolves or anything. Yeah. Oh, all spells this time. This is usually a good matchup for the aggressive decks, but my draw was obviously not very aggressive. They might just deck themselves. It'd be funny if I won that game. Sure. Should I trap? Or not yet? Pretty unlikely to have better than a 4 or 5 in their deck. I have 6 cards in hand. I don't know, man. This is not gonna go well for me, but I think I have to do that. Because if they have another one, they get in for a lot of damage. My whole team is just charmed. Just sleeping. Everyone's asleep. Oh, Gadwick. Gadwick the Broken. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a trophy. Bit late for that. Bit late. think he's gonna be able to kill me in 8 turns. 6 cards in hand. Is this tap to sack or no? It's just sack. Oh, I'm gonna get some sweet value at least. Maybe I shouldn't show them the second one. Let's see if I draw something good. That's 13. Gadwick. Bunch of flyers. Probably have to kill Gadwick. Is this little guy gonna block? Sweet deck. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. I mean, I always see like same deck without Gadwick. Gadwick's just so incredible. Trevin Tower seems fine. Not sure what I should cut. Mountain for mine. I don't know why I would do that. Makes no sense. I want to curve out. Free 2 for free is probably better than Paladin against them. It'd be hard to win 2 games against that deck. Their deck is strong. You can't even get colors for it. Alright, I mean, can't ask for much more. Imagine if that mountain was a dwarven mine. Miss out on 3-4 points of damage, maybe. I don't swear at him. Well, shield breaker. Et oh, on rentre du boulot. What's this song in English? I ho, do 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 do. Kind of looks like Pascal Menard with that beard and the shaved head. That Pascal is pretty tall. Doesn't really look anything like Pascal. I don't know why I said that. Well, animating something has not been great against me. They can't even use it to sack it anymore now. That's not too scary. That's a pretty interesting spot. Do I jam with Weasel or do I just play Sirkara? They have 4 cards in hand, they have a bunch of Charm Sleep in their deck. They're gonna block 100%. I'm gonna have to use my mana. It's gonna be annoying. Alright, I think it's pretty straightforward play here. No. I still have good use of my mana. I got extra. It was fine. I really need a spell here. Alright, the good news is I can probably attack with the dwarf just because the weaselback represents so much damage. That's nice. Pretty sick spot if they block dwarves, like. Do I pump twice or do I pump 3 times? Could just that they have the egg. Maybe it's just because they have the egg. Maybe it's just because they have the egg. I'm gonna pump all the. Must mean their hand's pretty bad if they're making that play. This is the kind of play you make when you're short on resources. Maybe they're just very confident. What the hell? That is one of the worst attacks I've ever seen in my life. You have castle. This is. I'm gonna be so mad if I don't top that. Such a bad attack. Do I trade? I mean, honestly, if they're gonna keep making these attacks and leaving themselves dead to a removal spell, I guess I won't trade. I mean, I have a faster clock than them right now. It's gonna be awkward when that attack ends up winning them the game. I'm gonna look like a fool. Yeah, I forgot I could untap Treb with Knights. If I draw a Knight, I win. Alright. That makes their attack much better. I actually forgot I could untap my Trebuchet when I drew a Knight, so they do have like a sense of urgency. I'm still not sure I like their attack, kind of depends on their hand, but I can see it now. God damn it, Leo. Bottom, bottom, bottom. 2 to the bottom. Hey! Nice. Oh, you got there. Just by drawing 8 lands. All creatures in removal. I think that's. Alright, playing for the trophy. 1 game. I'm gonna draw 1 drop, I believe. Shieldbreaker. Damn. How good would Shieldbreaker be there? Here for real folk blues. I thought this plays 7 dwarfs first instead of trebuchet. I'm not sure that's correct though. Should have thought about what creatures they've played so far. They've played a bunch of 2/2 flyers. I guess they're gonna animate for it. I wonder if they're gonna animate again this game. Queen of Ice. He's as cold as ice. Yeah, I guess I'll lose. So it's Trebuchet or Flutterfog. How well do you have to do on Moto to go free to play from drafts? You have to do really well. You have to be really, really good. I think, what is it? You need 65% win rate in draft, which is probably tougher to do than on arena. Forget the exact number, but you have to be, I don't know. I don't know how to say it, world class. Did we get a house for Richmond? We have a house till Thursday. They've been there since Friday, I think, for some of them. And then we're moving to a hotel for the turn. Where are we staying in Richmond? I'm staying at the Marriott. The house is like actually an hour away from the airport. I think it's like a $90 Uber cab ride. Yeah, probably need like 70% win rate to profit and drive. It is getting like kind of more profitable right now because there's way less people who draft on Magic Online, so the cards are worth more. But I'm not even sure that's true. I don't know how the economy works. Yeah, I think the cards are worth more though, even though there's less people who play standards. There's still some people who need the card. Maybe there's like not enough demand. Maybe it's only the card that are good in modern. I'm not sure. Like Veil of Summer is 6 ticks on Moto. I bought some cards yesterday and I was like, oh, that's a lot of ticks. I didn't think these rares were so expensive. And then I checked and it was Veil of Summer was like 6.5 ticks and it's an uncommon. And 20 uncommon, but I guess there's like no Veil of Summer on Magic Online and everyone plays 4 in every deck. In every format. Finally. Do people play Veil of Summer and finally a useless shield break? How do I even hook them here? I mean, if I try to kill it, they're just gonna sack it. That's not very good. Oh well. Looks like they decided to counter a 3-2 for no reason. Don't mind if I do. That's pretty huge, honestly. Maybe they had to counter that 3-2 because then they have to block with Queen of Ice, and then they don't have Queen of Ice to block my other creature, so it also looks like I don't have much left. That makes sense for them to counter that. They kept 1 on top. And they're drawing right away. They have another Witching Well. Alright, I need to draw another Shield Breaker. Bottom. They kept 1 on top. Well, that was not great. That's pretty good. I forgot it gets in play with a counter. That's a pretty big deal. Might be able to win. This is a pretty tricky spot. I don't think Shieldbreaker is gonna kill anything anymore, right? Actually, it's not that tricky of a. It was kind of close. I could have played Shieldbreaker pre-combat and sent in the Pathfinder. I do have a few. I do have a few adventure creatures left. I think I should have attacked with Pathfinder. I cost myself 2 damage. Bad. Find it a counter. Yeah, it means they don't have to. They don't get to activate castle. I mean, they can activate castle in their upkeep. Looks like that's what they're doing. But then they don't have a ton of mana. Looks like I might be able to push for the last few points of damage. If I draw a spell next turn, I probably win. If I draw a land, it's closed. They kept 2 on top. We're through flying. Oh, that's the spell they kept on top first? Oh, I'm a massive favorite. If I draw a spell, any spell in my deck, I think it would have been. Yeah, figured that's what they had. Launching the duel. It should be at 3. I misplayed. I'm pretty sure I misplayed. It's not only hindsight talk, it's just. I only have 2 Tacticians left in my deck as adventure creature, and if I draw a Tactician, I'm gonna win. They kept 2 on the bottom. Alright, we got there. I feel like these blue decks are just worse than they look a lot of the time. I guess they didn't draw Gadwick. I had to dodge Gadwick 2 games. That was dumb, right? Was the Gadwick? Alright, we got there. Kanister was right. Deck was great. It was like each match I went 2-1, and it felt like I got this one by the. How do you even say the skin of your teeth? I wonder if I should have played the 7 Dwarves main, if I should have played a little bit different. Alright, let's draft again. Probably just gonna play like 1 round. Mr. Metronome, looks like you're still here. Thanks again for the raid. Thanks to everyone who stuck around. But yeah, leaving tomorrow. I'll be gone. I'm coming back on Sunday. Should be fun. There's also Reed's Hall of Fame ceremony. That's always. I'm kind of looking forward to her speech. Yeah, I'll be back next Monday. Probably be back streaming Monday. Someone was asking earlier if I'm excited to play Pioneer after the PT. I actually gonna go dive straight right back into Standard. Excited for the new Standard. I'm assuming they're gonna ban something from the Oko decks. I'm playing in Mythic Championship 7 in December on Arena Standard, so I'm gonna have to wait till this after that to really get into Pioneer. Well, this is dumb. I've not been impressed by Blue-Red overall, but obviously the Royal Science is just not a real card. Let's see who's